heart and soul of our today's special. It is the idea of having the ultimate in relaxation and comfort. We have not done a Lifesmart Today's Special in 3 years. And what I love about this is going to accommodate your needs where you are at in life. For me, right now, I originally bought dummy me, these reclining chairs, and I wanted them to look good. That was my most important. They had to look good and fashionable, right? And I got cloth. And I got taupe cloth. Dumbest mistake I've ever made. I should have taken a picture. They're disgusting. I don't know, my husband, he just happens to be dirty. I have a dog who loves to sit on the arms of my current recliner, and it's filthy, and I cannot get it clean. I've tried everything. In fact, I've now been shopping for new recliners because my husband loves them, and he wants one, and I need him to match, and guess what I'm shopping for? Faux leather. I want faux leather because not only is it comfortable, it's not gonna get the horrible stains that a regular fabric recliner would. So here's what I'm doing. I'm looking at manual, basic faux leather recliners, and easily I am seeing $600, $700, $800 for really basic recliners. Now imagine if you had a recliner that you could customize, and on top of that, it's a massage. On top of that, it's heat. And then when you need it in life, whether it's now or it's 15 years from now, you're gonna have a power lift to help you out. Wouldn't that be the ultimate recliner in the world? And that's exactly what we got today. This is huge, you guys. I'm gonna run over and show you the colors. Alexandra, our home decor BFF, and our holiday decor BFFs joining me for it, but come on with me, guys. Here's what we're doing. I'm gonna give you updates of where we stand. We launched this at midnight last night. Well, of course, a couple hours ago. I've got all 4 colors left, so here's what we're talking about. We first, on this side, start off with this gorgeous, gorgeous taupe color. Probably my favorite. This would be the alternative for me at home because I like taupe because it's a neutral, and now I'm not gonna have the dog stains, nor the husband stains. All right, this one, beautiful. I love the smoke gray. I think it's super, super elegant. This is a much more rich traditional color. This is gonna be your saddle brown. It literally feels like you're sitting on leather. That's how nice this is. And then finally over here, we have a really deep, stately blue. So this is called our this is our just standard blue, but it's very deep blue. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Here's what we're doing. Everybody, instead of spending almost $900, we're at $699. We have 5 flex, free shipping. It ain't a pair of earrings, everybody. It's free shipping on this, and it is customized shipping. They're gonna literally bring it into your home and set it up for you, so everything's taken care of. And now, Alexandra Baker's joining me. Hello, darling, how are you?
Hello, Suzanne, so nice to be working with you. Nice to see you. I'm so happy you're enjoying our Today Special today, taking advantage of the chair for today's living. And so I was sharing with you earlier, when we started selling this chair, I would say about 5 years ago, I would always explain that it was the kind of chair that if you needed, a helping hand to get from the standing to the seated position, it had that lifting mechanism so that you could very easily, safely, gently go back into the seated position. And then Lifesmart did something very incredible. They sent a couple of the chairs to my home. Well, the 3 of us started using those chairs non-stop because everybody wants to recline. Who is watching TV? Who is watching their favorite binge watching shows, watching HSN, taking in the news, and wants to just sit in a sofa? Everybody, I don't care the age, 5 to 105, wants to have the remote control where they're very smoothly getting placed into that recline position. So this is a power recline. You're not having to use a lever. You're not having to, grab a couple of buttons. This is super smooth. Look at my legs. I'm being placed into my favorite position here. This is it. This is where I live. This is recline, where I'm still upright.
Right.
This is where I watch the shows. Queen, my dog. Even with her little nails, Queen is my dog. And a couple of days before the groomer will come, those nails really need to be trimmed. I don't have to worry about her jumping on here and piercing a hole into the upholstery because this is a breathable, wonderful leather air fabric. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. But this is just reality living. We're in this chair. And then I can even go to sleep in this chair because I just continue to push the down button. And when it goes down all the way, I can nap. I've got the built-in pillow.
Is that all the way down right now?
It's almost all the way down. Is it all the way down?
I just want to see how far it goes.
Yeah, it's all the way down.
That's so comfortable.
Yeah. You know what? So you're not flat, but you can snooze, you can sleep, and then how do I get up out of here? Up button, just turn this up. Then it also has the warming lumbar. It's got heat in the lumbar, which is my lower back. Even in this Florida heat, I'll keep the air in the car really cool so I can turn the lumbar heat on my lower back on low, because I just love having
so
that.
good.
And then this is the vibration massage. You can choose, it has 8-point massage, so you can choose where you want it. Do you want it to hit your neck? Do you want it to get your back? Do you want it to get your mid-back, lower back, your thighs? Do you want it to get all over at the same time? Or are there a couple of zones that you want it to hit? 8-point massage, 6 pre-programmed massages. It has a weight capacity of 275 pounds. It's covered in this leather air that is breathable. It's porous. The air is going in and out. It's really technologically advanced fabrication. And then, of course, oh, you've got, oh, all right, well, 275 to 300, that's good, okay.
That.
And that's really for the lifting. Anybody can really enjoy sitting in the chair.
Good point, yeah.
It's a steel frame, and it's really dense foam padding on the steel frame with the pressed wood. It has 2 USB ports on the side. I just had my little Stay Cool fan going because I just kind of had this inferno going on.
Are you glistening, my love?
I keep them plugged in on my chair all the time. You will love having this in there.
Because you can plug it in your chair.
Right there. Yeah, it has 2 USB ports right here.
Can you show them that?
Yeah, right here. Right here. Well, you've got an iPad.
Oh, I got plugged in.
Right
and a pocket.
Right there in the pocket. And you have the storage pocket for your readers, for your TV
you plug
remote.
in your phone. Hello. How awesome is this? And here's what's amazing. So, you know what? Again, it's hysterical that we're doing this today. And I look ahead, but not that far ahead. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I am shopping for recliners, right? And I've got those old manual ones that's cloth. Do not get a cloth recliner.
Unless you're covering them all the time.
Which I don't.
Yeah.
You'll regret the bejeebers out of it. And I spent a lot of money on really nice recliners, right? Because my husband's like, I really want a recliner. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Who doesn't?
I know, right?
You mean there are people who are sitting in a sofa and not able to recline and they're watching their favorite shows?
And when I sit in ours, it's the part of the day that is my awe moment, where I just go, oh, I can finally kick my feet up. I can finally really, even on my manual, awful cloth ones that I'm not a fan of. What I love about this, it really is much more elegant than most of the power recliners that are out there. It's not big and bulky. I refuse to have the really big bulky ones in my house because I live in a really small space. We want something that's contemporary. It looks good. It works in any space, and these colors give you a variety of options for decor. But what I love about them most is it meets you where you are in your needs. I remember Amy Morrison, I never forget the story. Her dad had to go through a severe surgery, and she spent weeks looking for him for a power recliner because he needed, it was heart, and he needed to sleep in an upright position, but he needed help out. Now, he wasn't gonna always have to have the power recliner, but for recovery, he did.
Yes.
But guess what? She spent thousands of dollars on his chair, and they got one chair for him. Mom didn't get a chair, right? What I love about this one is it meets you where you are in your needs. So right now you might say, well, I don't need help getting up and out of it yet. Well, we still want a great recliner. Yeah, I want heat. Yeah, I want a full massage. Yeah, I want to plug in all the electronics I'm on all the time anyway when I am reclined. But when I get to the point that I need some help getting out of it, you know you invest in it today, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, the fact that you can power out of it makes it even better. So you might never use the power up until later on in your life, but the fact that you have it built in a great looking recliner, I think is worth the money right now.
Almost all of us have a family member or someone that's visiting our home that will need the help. So myself, Troy, and Sophia, we never use the lift. We would just put it back to the seated position. We'd get up and go on with our business, and then when we would come back, immediately into recline and watch our shows. But when my mom would come over, I would pick up Mom from memory care. And she's 10 minutes away from us, and Mom knew, put the heat for me, sweetie. Alexandra, put the heat on for me. I would put a throw on her, and then she would say, okay, I need to use the restroom. No problem, Mom, let me help you. And she would just hand me the remote. she would just hand me the remote because she knew what was coming. And this is a big deal. If you need to help somebody out of the chair, all you have to do is push the button. Right. I was telling everybody that my dad was this big, when Mr. T came out, Mr. T, if you're watching, my dad would say that was his like little brother, okay? Because my dad was so big. He looked like a center for any major NFL team. And my mom is this tiny little woman. And 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when he was not doing well, she is trying to get him out of the chair. I mean, what's that all about? So if you're a caregiver, Suzanne, if I have to get you out of the chair, I mean, I can just, all I'm doing is pushing the button. I mean, you could do it, I could, but you see, immediately, even if your feet are not coming all the way down,
Oh,
immediately.
it lifts up and over.
Yeah, so it's not like sliding you out. You're not having to worry about sliding
it's not dumping you out.
It's not dumping you out. Once
we
again,
don't want to dump mom on the floor.
this is one feature.
Great.
It's one feature, so that's really nice.
Look how easy that is. Look.
If you've had,
oh my gosh, wait, have you ever, God bless, and it's probably going to happen to me down the road sometime. You ever seen somebody try to get out of the chair and they rock just to get their momentum going? No, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate. I'm not there yet, but I'm sure someday I'm going to be in that position. Why have to do something and struggle or embarrassing? Or if someone sits in their chair too much during the day because they have a tough time getting in and out, great reason to have this chair. Flat out, if you want a new recliner that gives you heat and massage, and by the way, I was playing with that and it's excellent, and it looks smart in your living space. It doesn't remind you of those big, ugly, giant industrial recliners. This is your recliner. Now, I have to give an update, Alexandra.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that, and I want to talk about delivery next, because that's the other thing people freak out about. All right, so Miss Jennifer, where we stand? Oh, geez, that's it for the day. Okay, if you want taupe, that's what Alexandra's in right now. There's less than 300. I'm at about 280 right now. That actually could sell in this hour. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. And same with that stunning blue. I think that blue is very
if you want
elegant.
a pop of color, if you want to stand out, you want to be a little different. If you have white furniture, if you have any, like a white sofa with that blue.
Oh, blue would be gorgeous.
I mean, that's
Saddle brown is the most popular. And again, that's very traditional. It's very elegant. It can go in any household. And then I'm sitting in what's called the smoke gray, which I think is a little more modern. A lot of us are getting new flooring. That's that beautiful gray flooring. This would be beautiful.
You know what happens?
In an environment like
a lot of us are doing that, and somebody like myself, I suddenly had a lot of silver and bling and gray and light and white, and things started looking a little bit cold. And so what's nice about this taupe or the gray, the taupe, it's more like a grayish. It's like the perfect taupe that also works with a lot of those gray colors, just to give a little warmth to the space. I mean, you know, unless you want to do everything completely white, but this is really nice for a little bit of warmth. With the gray, the smoke gray, sometimes you're going for like a heather gray, which is very light, or a charcoal gray, which is very dark. This is right in the middle, okay? So, Suzanne, you can see that it's right in the middle, and I love how it's got the pebbling, like the really expensive leathers. See that caviar pebbling, which is so very nice, very important.
You know, actually, I gotta tell you, it looks and feels just like the most expensive leather out there.
It does.
It's so supple, it feels so good. That's a great shot, thanks, Danny. This looks just like, so it's not like you're putting, I mean, yes, it's faux leather, let's all be honest. It's, you know, it'd be very expensive to do this chair in all leather.
It would be $1,000, $1,500 more if it was leather,
and
right?
not all the features, which is really funny. This is just jam-packed with features that can be customized to exactly what you want. I don't think I have ever had a recliner chair that does everything this can do at this price point.
You will never again buy a chair or a recliner that doesn't have all of the bells and whistles. You know, we're demanding more as consumers. We want more. So why not get something that's extremely comfortable but still stylish, and it is the right size. Why? Because if you choose to do his and hers, or 1, 2, and 3, have 3 of them in the place of a sofa, it's the perfect sizing. It's standing 40 inches tall. It is 35 and a half inches wide and 30 inches, 0.5 wide, you know, going back.
Deep.
Or deep, right. I always get those mixed up.
How long is the extension cord?
The extension cord, I would say it's
cord.
about, I'd say it's about 4 feet. So it's gonna give you about 4 feet, and then if you're going to put it near the wall, give yourself, you know, like maybe a foot of clearance so that it is going to kind of go forward, but then go back. So you wanna have that clearance so that you can fully recline. Because it's that right size, not too big, not too small, it's wonderful in the bedroom. So if you have the master bedroom, if you're in assisted living and you wanna have one in the bedroom, this is also going to work for you. But I just love the idea that not just 1, 2, not too big, perfect sizing.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do, Alexandra. Let's talk about shipping,
Oh.
because that's the next stumper for everybody.
It's going to be delivered.
And then after that, I would like to do a quick update.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
It's going to be, so it's not just shipping, it's not just free shipping, it is going to be delivered to your home. So you're going to receive a phone call after your order, and they're going to find out when is the best time for this to be brought to your home. And then about 30 minutes before they come to your home, they're gonna call to confirm that it's still a good time for you. When they arrive at your home, they're going to bring it inside the door. They're going to take it out of the box. It's a bottom piece and a top piece. They're going to slide it together. They're going to plug it in for you. They're going to remove all of the debris, take it out of your home. We used to call it white glove service, but then the two men would show up and they did not officially have white gloves.
Daggone it.
So we're not going to call it white glove service because, you know, we want to be literal, and what exactly you are getting is they are going to bring it into your home, set it up, and take the debris. What is better than that? If you were to purchase this in a store, they would charge you $75, $85, what have you, for delivery. So all of that is included today and given to you by Lifesmart and HSN.
Okay, now let's do updates, and then I would like to, guys, do a close-up of the remote control.
Okay.
Because this has a ton of options, like a ton.
Yes.
So here's where we stand. In the saddle brown, that has been the most popular all day long. I have, how many, we brought in a bit more of this, but how many do I have less? Okay, I have less than 400 for the rest of the day. We're at 4 o'clock here on the East Coast. It's obviously much earlier for those of you out west. So if you're thinking about getting the saddle brown, that is actually the saddle brown, and then in the navy blue and in the taupe, we're down to just a couple hundred. So these three, if you're kind of like, wow, that's a really good deal, it sounds good, or maybe you're gonna get together with your sisters and brothers and buy this for mom or dad or something like that. That'd be a great idea.
What a great idea.
Then I would not wait any longer on the saddle brown I'm sitting in, the navy blue, or the taupe. So saddle brown by far is the most popular. And the problem is, I understand, it's not 20 bucks. I get it's, you have to think about it a little bit. But who in your life really could use this? Do you have someone who has surgery coming up and you know they're gonna be down for a little bit? The thing I love most about it is it doesn't look like a surgical recovery chair. It doesn't look like, you know, grandma's old power lift chair. It is a beautiful piece of furniture that grows with you as your needs change. So, you know, right now, I had knee surgery years ago. My doc says pretty soon I'm gonna have to get another knee in there, right?
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
okay, well, you know, eventually, because, you know, I'm getting older, for gosh sakes. So right now, this chair is my perfect answer for my problem with my gross recliners I have currently that I don't want anymore. It's the faux leather, so it's easy cleanup. Even when my dog Cooper sits on it like a human, which he does, it's hilarious. He sits and like sits back on it. But I got dog stuff, I got husband stuff. I am really frustrated with a fabric recliner, and I didn't realize that. They get messy. This won't. It's easy to clean, and yet it's unbelievably supple, soft. It is so comfortable. You can feel the cushioning is cushy, but it's not sucking you in. You don't get enveloped in it, and then it's a tough time to get out of it. And even for Craig and myself, we do not need power lift right now. We're very blessed, but I bet you in a couple good years, yeah, I'm gonna be really happy that the chair I bought today, maybe 10 years from now, is gonna help me get out of that chair. And I won't have to turn around and change out chairs again and then invest in a power lift that could potentially be thousands of dollars. Everything you want in a beautiful, stylish decor piece gives you everything you need either now or down the road. What a smart buy, right? And I'll give you some options on picking that up. Right now we have 5 flex pays. Got a major credit card, you can use that. It's $139.80. You pay it off in 5 months. It comes right away with that custom delivery. We also have free shipping. That's a huge deal. It would be very expensive to pay for shipping on this chair, especially since it's customized. Then on top of that, we have VIP financing. This is one of my favorite features about having our HSN card. When you get a higher price point item here at HSN, you whip that card out. Because in this case, we are gonna give you 18 months. We give you a year and a half to pay it off. Now, why is that crucial? 0 interest charged to you if you pay it off in a year and a half. Credit card companies make money because they charge you interest every single month and hope you never pay it off. With our HSN card, you get a year and a half to completely pay it off, and if you do, we will charge you 0 extra interest. Do you know how much interest is today? Think about how much money you save just because you're using our HSN card, so grab the card right now. And then if you want to pick this up and use that 18-month VIP financing, please do. It's a great way to get a beautiful, in fact, you could possibly use that to get 2 of these. And then it's like For one of them, it's $33 and some change. So that would be maybe $70 over the next year and a half to completely redesign your living room and give you two of the most beautiful chairs and most versatile chairs I think you'll ever own.
I don't think I will ever buy a sofa again. I mean, I do have a living room that has a sofa, and to me, it's borderline useless. Every single room in your home is being fully used. You don't have the room, oh, we never go in that room anymore. What are you talking about with that kind of square footage? You don't have that room anymore. I want to turn that room into the main TV room. I want a whole workspace done in the family room. I mean, you have to really consider how differently we are living in our homes. And that's why these chairs and products are so important to us. And so it really kind of makes you think. I can remember my in-laws they live 2 streets over from me. They've been in that house, my God, since 1979. They built the neighborhood that we are in since 1979. The whole first 15 years of our marriage, we were always in the way back in the family room. But then a few years ago, Maria said, forget that. Everybody now in the living room, they put the big screen in there. Now we use every inch of the house. And I know that's probably going on with you too. And these are the chairs that you need to help you. My father-in-law had surgery, and this was the chair that he's been using and still uses. It almost kind of leans on one side because he's always leaning on one side so much. And so it's just wild. Now, the remote control, this will be your friend. And when you get this home, you're gonna figure out what are the couple of things that you love. Like when I sit down, heat, lumbar. I choose to have the massage on high on my lower back almost all the time. For you, you might say, no, I need it on low or medium. You might choose, you just point for a different area. But look, it's so user-friendly.
But what
it's
do
very
all the
intuitive.
buttons do?
Oh, well, the first button is heat. The first button says power. The second button says heat. The third one says point. Do you want to point the different areas, the different zones on your body? That's one of my favorite. Mode. Pre-programmed massage modes, so you can just kind of try each one and see how it kind of changes with each mode. Okay. Then you have a timer. Okay,
so
you have intensity.
The timer for heat and for the massage?
The timer is just for the heat or the massage to stay on for up to 30 minutes. Okay. And then you've got intensity. Do you want it gentle, medium, high? And then you have up and down. Now, when you hit power, that's what makes the 6 buttons come together. You can hear, a little of the vibration. But up and down are always on. So you don't have to turn power on to activate up.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Or down. You also, once the chair is plugged in, which will be done for you, it also has power. So that USB port, the USB ports, are working. So when you put in your phones or, put in whatever, it's automatically charging. And so it just becomes part of you, like it's just part of my life. And then, I just like to add my throws.
Pillows.
I can't help myself.
Let's do decor.
I love my pillows. Oh, I got something so cute to show you, Miss Crafter. I brought this in for you. It is Flag Day, people. It is. So happy Flag Day. I'm going to come around. I have a couple of surprises for Suzanne. Okay. This is my real bling pillow. So if you're like fancy pants,
that's you right there.
Yeah. I'll show you in a moment. They're moving the cameras around. But right now you're seeing how the chair lifts very smoothly, very gently. You're seeing the 2 USB ports on the side. You're seeing how you can easily use the remote control. It's tethered. You'll never use or misplace your remote control. And when you are not using the chair, if you want to just slip it into the side pocket, you can, or just leave it there on the side. And it's just a wonderful thing to have. But I wanted to, see this?
Oh, stop it. Did you make those? Yeah. Please tell me you made that.
Can you see?
You're so talented.
My tushy. Let me squeeze a little tushy.
Okay, oh God, you made it out of jeans?
These were Sophia's shorts.
Okay.
And she couldn't fit into them anymore, so I took a little pillow.
Okay, that is so cute.
Is that perfect for Flag Day?
I'll tell you, it'd be so cute to put that on the navy one, too. If you have an Americana decor, that on the navy over there would be really cute.
I spilled my popcorn.
That's all right.
So that's the other thing. If you spill anything on here, you're just going to wipe it. I've even taken like a little Windex. No, I don't recommend, but you can just a little wipe it, give it a good wipe. Easy to clean, because it's breathable, even with a little accident. If somebody has an accident on here or a puppy, it's just very easy to clean, and I really like that.
Great.
And then, once again, you can just take a throw and make it your own. When my mom comes over, I know, she wants socks, she wants a throw, she wants a little pillow, and she's in business. And you can do this too.
All right, so now we're gonna go to the bedroom, and I think this is great. And there's two things I thought of. Man, wouldn't it be great to have a recliner in your bedroom? But especially a power recliner. Number two, I thought assisted living. Do you know a lot of people live in a small space in assisted living, and they're not allowed to have a lot of furniture? Chances are the bed's gonna be smaller in assisted living.
It is a little smaller.
And it's so nice because look at how lovely this fits into the bedroom.
Okay, now, assisted living or not, having the bed, having the chair in the bedroom, I always thought of that as being very luxurious, because when you travel and you go to a hotel, it seems like in the corner there's always a beautiful club chair. And so why can't you have all of those perks in your own home? So if you have been thinking, oh, but those chairs are so big, they're never going to work in my bedroom, look how perfect this is. So in my bedroom, I have my chair. It's look, two things next to my bed. My Aspen tower fan, very close to me with the remote control. Okay, I'm in serious business. Okay, and then this chair. And you know what's nice? Even when you're convalescing and you're in bed all the time, after a while you're like, get me out of this bed. I just want to sit. Yeah. But you still want to be able to recline. So it's really nice at the end of a long day to, it's almost like the whole house knows, oh, mom's in her chair. It's after 9 o'clock. So please don't ask me to do anything.
This is really
comfortable. Don't ask me to do it. You just figure it out. Pretend I'm not here.
But you know what's so funny? This is a teeny little space.
Right.
And I literally have it almost completely all the way down, guys. So again, if you're worried about, oh, you know, some of those recliners, you need a massive amount of space for them. I love the fact this is so space saving, and yet, look, you've got plenty of room. It's unbelievably comfortable. Gosh, it feels so good. And again, right now, because it's our today's special, you've got all the colors. Remember, today's special price ends. It doesn't go on forever and ever and ever. It's a limited time to take advantage of it. And also, Jennifer, if you give me a chance, I don't know when the price ends, but I hope you can find out for me. I didn't ask earlier. But it always ends in a short amount of time, so you never really want to wait for it. I also want to welcome, I have a whole bunch of you who have never shopped with us before.
Truly?
We know who's a new shopper. And I am so tickled that you're willing to get this today. Probably what I'd assume, if I could read your mind, is it's incredible all the functions it can do at the price we're doing it at. That, to me, is what's shocking. You can easily buy a faux leather manual recliner that doesn't do diddly squat except put your feet up a little bit, and you can spend $700 on it and plus. Please remember, this is one of the most feature-packed recliners we've ever had. And what I think is so important, it grows with you as your needs grow. Everybody needs a recliner. Like, it's the best thing to sit on. It's like, what do they say, kick your feet up? Why does it feel so good to lay down and put your feet up? Just because you finally have that time to relax. And I never watch television or on my phone without sitting in our recliners. The problem of mine is they're manual, they're a one-trick not wonder, and they're fabric. That was my biggest mistake. I bought fabric. And I'm telling you, my one recliner's ruined. I don't know why. My husband's so dirty and my dogs are dirty. I have no idea. But seriously, I can't and they're taupe, and I can't get them clean.
Well, Suzanne is saying, you know, down the road. I don't know about you, Suzanne, but I can spend...
You're down the road already?
Well, I can spend a day, like maybe organizing the garage or putting away a bunch of things or you know what it was? Sophia came home. And it is just mind-blowing how much these kids are bringing home from school. I'm like, how did we ever bring all that up there? And by the time I put everything away, she helped a little, put everything away, pack up and down in the garage. I was so sore. I mean, I was sore like I'd run a marathon. I was like, what the heck? So yeah, I retreated to my chair, legs up, vibration on and on. Because I just need a little bit more recovery. Same thing, I'm very looking into like gardening and working with soil, but still you're like up and down, up and down.
Oh, even for me, I play tennis. I play tons of tennis. Right. So even at attempting to be an athlete, you know, just being able to recline and have that heat. And did you see, I love the graphics on the heat. A lot of times you think, oh, it's gonna be a little bit just back here. It's back here, but did you notice the massage points? There's actually, it looked like 6 or 8 of them. How many are on here?
It's 8 massage points, so it's going from your head all the way down to your feet. You see that?
Here's the shocking point. Yeah. It goes all the way down to your feet.
Yes.
So your calves, your ankles, your feet. Can you imagine being massaged, lower back heat, and being relaxed and reclined all at the same time. Just think honestly about the health benefits of that. But I do want to go back to the people who are joining us who are brand new. I really appreciate you shopping with us. If you are new and you're debating this one, here's how you do it. If you just want to use a regular old credit card, we're going to give you 5 months to pay it off. If you're going to get our HSN card or you have it, pull that baby out because you get a 1.5 years interest-free to be able to pay this off, which is unheard of when it comes to credit cards. We will charge you no extra interest if you use our HSN card and you pay it off in the 18 months. That's important. You're going to get customized delivery, and Alexandra's going to explain that again. We take all the worry out of this being shipped to you and even set up and even plugged in. They're going to help you do that. Now, what are the benefits? You're getting a stunning piece of furniture. You're getting beautiful colors that are the perfect neutrals for any style home you have or any room you're going to put it in. You're getting heat. You're getting massage. You're getting reclining, you're getting relaxing, you're getting almost laying down and napping and sleeping if you'd like to. And then if you need it now or you know you're gonna need it in the future, when you do need it, you're getting the power lift out. Power lift out recliners are a fortune, and typically they're very antiseptic. They're ugly. They're not decor friendly. You can tell someone's got a power lift chair pretty much. Maybe you don't like the big giant puffy recliners. That's where I'm at. I refuse to get the big giant puffy ones. I just don't think they look good for my living space. It's fine if you love yours. I get it because they are comfortable. But I want something a little more refined and dignified, and yet this is ooey gooey comfort. But you can feel the way they've built it. It's comfortable, but it's got support. So it's not going to break down quickly when you buy this.
No, this is made on a steel frame, and of course you've got the steel base, so you want to make sure you have that flat. You can see we have it right here on a beautiful area rug, and so you want to make sure it's completely on that area rug or your wall-to-wall carpeting or your flooring. Have it completely flat. There's that steel base, and then of course it's got the lifting mechanism, which is almost like hydraulic, mini hydraulic underneath, that's lifting you up, and then it's on pressed wood, and it's super dense foam. It's very well padded, super dense foam, so that is what's making it so sumptuous and soft and comfortable. It's easy, it's elegant, it's effortless. You don't have to do anything. It's going to be put into your home, plugged in and assembled for you, which is really a nice touch. The colors, these are the colors that you wanted. In the past, we've offered a blue or a red. I think we even had a Vern green one year. We've had ivory in the past. But overall, when we would share these chairs with you in one, you know, in one design or another, this was your favorite. You loved the 3 sections here for the pillow. You love the navy, you love the brown. This is, I've been calling it chocolate because it's a nice rich milk chocolate brown. You've got the smoke gray, which is the perfect shade of gray, not too light, not too dark. And of course, we've got our taupe, which is a wonderful neutral color and will work, as Suzanne said, with all design aesthetics, just about anything going on in your home. And I really want you to encourage you to do his and hers, you know, do the 2, maybe in the same color so that they match. Or if you're thinking, you know what, I was thinking of getting a sofa, I was thinking of getting a sectional, but this is much more fluid. This is easier. I can move it around. You can use the chair in other ways, in other places. I think that's my favorite thing about it. You know, I've had seasons where I'll leave it in the living room and it's just like in the living room for 6, 7 months. But then I'll have other times where we have the company coming over and we'll put all 3 in the family room because it's movie night or game night, and they'll stay there for 6 months. And then other times I'm like, no, that one is in the corner in the family room and this one is in my bedroom.
Right.
And so that's pretty much where we are right now.
Okay, so guys, my part of the job here is to tell you what we got left. And remember, we are, 4:30. We got a half hour for this show. We're at 4:30. We've got a lot of you on the line. If you can, here's my best advice, especially if you're new, go to hsn.com. It's literally a couple clicks and you'll get your color you need. And here's the reason why. Obviously, we launched this at midnight last night, as we do every Today's Special. And now we're getting through the day. Those of you on the West Coast, it's still a little bit earlier out there. But I'm going to specifically go over the colors and I'll tell you exactly how many we have left for the entire country, which quite frankly, at this point, is not a whole lot. So first off, I think this blue is stunning. It's very deep, it's very rich. It would look great coastal, or it could go very, very Americana if you've got a lot of denim, that kind of thing. If you have white, it would be stunning, as Alexandra said. In the navy blue, or the blue is what we're calling it, I have how many left? I have 290 left. That is a drop in the old recliner bucket right there, okay? Now, this one is gorgeous. This can go from log cabin chic to very modern. I think this saddle brown is stunning. It's very traditional. It's very rich. Think of an old world library, a beautiful mansion. This is the color they would have in their gorgeous furniture, right? It is very classic, and of course doesn't show much dirt, which is great. This is a saddle brown. Now in this I have 370 left, so again, not very many. This is called the smoke gray. I've got a couple hundred left in the smoke gray, so we don't have a lot of these to go around. And then finally, I think of all the colors, the taupe is actually the most neutral. So if you're buying this and you're like, I really don't know where I'm gonna put it, I know it's gonna fit somewhere, or to Alexander's point, you're gonna move it around from room to room because you just change your mind, I think the taupe is beautiful. It's not fabric, it's a faux leather, so it's easy care. You can, how many of you have somebody in your life that needs a chair like this, but it's tough for them to get around? So they're spending a lot of time in it, recovering from surgery, just, you know, maybe getting older. Because of this beautiful faux leather that looks and feels like genuine, silky, smooth, gorgeous leather, you don't have to worry about it getting stained. You're gonna clean it up easily. If the puppy has an accident or maybe someone older has a problem, no worries there. If you have someone who's having a tough time and you're the person who's the caregiver, I'll tell you, a friend of mine, you sit there like this. She was married to a big guy. His name was Mike. Big guy.
Big Mike.
He was really hit. His knees were shot. Oh. And she's about the size of a toothpick. They did not have a power recliner. So here's what she'd have to do. Have you ever seen this move? Can you put the foot down? Pretend we do not have a power recliner here. Yeah. And she's teeny, right? And Mike was huge. And she would have to do this. She'd have to do this crisscross thing and hold his hands like this, so cross your hands. Oh, God. And then she would have to literally strain. This is what she had to do with him. He was huge. Okay, to get him in and out of his couch and his chair. Oh, my goodness. They had to do that. Now, Big Mike, God rest his soul, now for poor little Meg, she would have saved her back and all the energy it takes and make him more mobile, because guess what's happening? Now I stand here and say, all right, Mike, you know, let's go have some dinner. Let's go outside for a few minutes. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's get in the bed, bedroom. And I love this because this power lift is going to help assist get someone out of that chair. Like I said, you might just be shopping for new recliners right now, or thinking, gosh, I would love heat and vibration and massage, and I'd love to really sleep on it when I need to, and I'd love a recliner. But when you need that power lift, that gorgeous recliner that looks like just a beautiful chair in your home, all of a sudden there it is. So it's literally customizable to where you are in your life, which I love that. It really is. Because if you ever have to buy a power recliner in an emergency, you will spend thousands of dollars and get very few of these features.
Suzanne, my daughter has one in gray in her room.
Okay, how old's your daughter?
She's 19 and a half. Okay, she just finished her freshman year. Do you know why it's in her room?
That's hilarious.
Because she still plays Fortnite. And she doesn't just play Fortnite. She's got, you know, the two cell phones. She's talking to this one. She's talking to this one. So she's FaceTime. She's gaming. I mean, this is a girl who's in a sorority. She can be girly. She's got the makeup. I mean, she's like total princess. But then there's this side of her who is like, you know, took 8 guys to the Avengers movies when she was in 8th grade. It was like Sophia and like 8 guys. Okay, she was queen of the nerds. And she had, I mean, it's really kind of precious. Awesome. So she's playing Fortnite. I'm like, you still want that chair in your room, Sophia? Yeah, Mom. She would bring it to college if there was room. She said this would be a lot easier at night when I'm doing homework late as opposed to sitting at the desk.
So she's a 19-year-old sitting in a power lift chair.
Almost every day.
Is it her favorite chair?
I could print.
Like, is it her favorite chair?
I don't know if it's her favorite at home.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be
one of her favorite chairs. We are blessed to also have a Lifesmart massage chair, you know, like shiatsu massage. She does like that, but she probably sits in this chair more. It just warms my heart because I feel like she can really maximize the space in her room. She's reclined, you know, when she's watching those games, and also when she's watching her movies. Then I had this beautiful clear acrylic chair, like the whole thing was acrylic, you know, and clear. That was the chair that I put at her beautiful desk. She had a silver desk. Does she ever sit in the clear chair? Never. She turned the desk around so that when she has to do her makeup or when she has to do her homework and she's home, she's in this chair.
That's great.
She's in this chair, and then the desk is turned to face, you know, face into the room. I'm like, look at this gorgeous, I should take that beautiful clear acrylic chair. She's like, I don't even know why you have this chair in here. This is the chair for her.
That's hilarious.
So, you know.
And you probably spent a fortune on the fancy acrylic chair.
a completely clear,
like, really?
so for so you know, I'm just saying. And then when I would go to Maria and John's home before they had the seating that they had now, my in-laws, 2 streets movie night, it was almost like you were kind of who's going to get the two end recliners first.
That's funny.
All right, so who was going to get the 2 recliners was all, every time I think you're over here, I'm over here. Now you're back over here. They're not even talking, they're not even telling me anymore. So, you know, is that happening in your home? So that is why I'm saying if you're considering a sofa or a sectional, you may want to consider a couple of these or 3 of these, because it really does change, you know, how you're doing your how you're doing life.
And you know what? You just can't help but sit in this and just completely relax.
Do you see how
and the whole world,
how this just automatically?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
This is just how I sit.
Like the whole world just melts away. It's just amazing that a chair could be that comfortable and that relaxing.
And you don't need to add a pillow. Other chairs, you'd have to like go to your bedroom, get a pillow, keep the pillow. No, I just, you know, go like this. About 2 years ago, I had an argument with Troy, and I went in the bedroom.
Is that your husband?
Yes, and I took his pillow, and then when I walked into the room and I realized he was in this chair, I walked right back into the room. He doesn't need a pillow. He's in this chair.
So you didn't work. Your attempt did not work.
I was concerned about his neck, you know?
Okay, so just kind of to review what we're doing here, we've got about 20 minutes to go in this hour, and this is our fabulous Lifesmart Power Lift Recliner chair. Lifesmart is all about innovation, quality, and they want to do affordability. That's really how they've set their mark. They have created this, and we've not done a chair from them for actually 3 years. We've not done a Today Special from them in 3 years, so it's been a really long time. And quite frankly, it's one of the more successful Today Specials that we've done because it was incredibly popular. It's better today, now than ever before because there's more features. What I love is this is the ultimate way to create your version of comfortable where you get home after a long, crazy day, the boss is barking at you, you're on your feet, you're working with people you don't want to work with, or dealing with customers that you just drive you crazy. And you get home and this is your moment. This is your place of peace and that moment where you can truly, truly relax. I love it because it's built for your body to customize that where you just go, oh my gosh, I am so comfortable, I am so happy. I love showing Patty in the bedroom. If you have anyone who's in assisted living and you really know they would absolutely adore having this, maybe you kids all get together, chip in the money for it and get it for mom or dad in the assisted living. It doesn't take up an immense amount of space, but has a weight capacity of up to 300 pounds. It's got every feature you can imagine in it. You've got 8 points of massage. You've got the lower lumbar heat that's included with this, on or off. You're going to be able to recline it back to where you can literally sleep in it, put it to whatever position you want, because obviously you can stop it anywhere along the recline. And then to top it all off, it is ultimately the hidden icing on the cake. This is a power lift chair. And I would tell you in a million years, if I had these 2 chairs in my living room and my girlfriends who live in much bigger homes than I do came in, they would never know in a million years it's a power lift because it doesn't scream orthotic. You know, it doesn't scream medical. And most power lift chairs are very medical orthotic looking.
You know,
this isn't.
We're very demanding consumers these days. There's a lot of expectation of what we want, the products that we want to bring into our home. We really want things to be multifunctional, multi-purpose. And so I think, you know, the bar has just risen. And Lifesmart, as you said, they're making smart and innovative products for our home. And they're making life easier. And this does make life easier. I mean, you know, the trendy phrase for the last few years has been self-care. I guess we're just more aware we need to take care of ourselves. Yeah. And so I am a little bit more on purpose at the end of each day of taking the time to lift up my feet. Sometimes hours, Suzanne. I don't know if you're the same way. I suspect you are. Hours have gone by and I'm like, you know what? I don't even think I sat down.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so I'm in and out in the garage. I'm doing I'm in my office. I'm working. I'm doing something. I have to be a little bit more aware. And so that's why at the end of the day, it's really important to me to have something that is like haven. And you know, if you're not vacationing as often, you're not going out for massages as often, those items in your home become even more important. And so that's why I really feel like the way we're living and seating in our home has become paramount. Gone are the days of the living room with the clear plastic. Yes, I'm old enough to remember the clear, thick plastic that was on the furniture. My mother had 3 children and literally had crystal. I have those pieces in my living room now.
Wow.
But she had young kids with the tables with crystal on them, like vases and, right? You know, but why? Because we would rather die than have stepped foot into the living room. It's not like that anymore.
That's funny.
You know, it's just not like that anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why these chairs are just so wonderful, well made, and just the solution that you're looking for.
And now here I want to do another thing, because one of the biggest issue is how in the world are we going to get this to you? And we have customizable shipping, so I'd love you to explain that again.
So because it's not just shipping to your home, it's not just free shipping, it's free shipping, but it's free delivery, because we are going to deliver this in-home delivery. We're going to call you up, set up a time that is best for you, and then 30 minutes before actual arrival, we're going to make sure it's still good for you. Come into your home, set it up, place it, whether it's in the bedroom, family room, den, what have you, set it up for you. The top part connects to the bottom. They'll do that. They'll plug it in, and then they'll take all of the debris away, which is just so nice. Awesome. And let's go over the sizing. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's standing when it's in the sit-down position, 40 inches tall, so 40 inches tall, and then it's 35.5 inches across, just over 30 inches back or deep, and the seat is 21 by just over 20. I like to say it's 21 by 21, so nice and deep, very dense, thick covering, so it's nice and cushioned for you, and then it's just these 3 pillows, very sumptuous and elegant and elevated. You know, I had to look up, because I was using the word, Suzanne, club chair a lot, so I actually looked it up, because, you know, I'm not an interior designer, I'm just good at aesthetically putting things together that work for me and seem to work for others as well. Club chair, when gentlemen, not the gentlemen clubs of the gentleman club today, gentlemen clubs of yesteryear, where they would smoke their cigars, drink whiskey, and talk business. And they would have club chairs, and they were comfortable chairs.
Because they were at the club.
They were at their private club.
Right.
They were at the club.
And they were always leather.
And they were leather, and they were, right, but they didn't recline, and they did not have massage, and they did not have heat in the lumbar. So that's why when this is in the sit-down position, it just looks like a beautiful club chair, very elegant in your home. You were mentioning having one in the bedroom for assisted living or memory care. I just think it's luxe when there's a chair like this in your bedroom. I just think, oh, you've got enough room to put a chair, not just the bed in your bedroom. I just think that's just very luxe and luxurious. And then to be able to have that, it just reminds me of being at a beautiful resort when I would travel.
That's true.
And that's why I put the chair in my room. I just really like the look.
Well, and also what I'm very surprised about, because that's a very small space you see on the screen right now, that it actually fits in that space and it reclines fully in that space. So you don't need a lot of depth in a room to be able to put it in there. Okay, so again, let's talk a little bit about colors. We've got 4 options, and specifically we did 4 perfect neutrals. So whatever environment you're in, whatever your home decor pieces are, you will find a color today that's going to match inside that. For those of you who love Americana, or you even do a coastal chic, a new one's called Grandma Chic, which I think is very funny, but that's a very popular trend now in decorating. Grandma Chic, it's like kind of a lot of lace and like a more stuff that Grandma used to do. It's hilarious.
Grand millennials.
No, it's Grandma Chic.
Grandma Chic?
It's a decorating style now, yes, that younger people are doing, which I think is adorable. But we'll even find a color for that. But this I love because we've got that beautiful navy blue. It is a gorgeous, very elegant. I love this.
You said Americana?
Yeah, I love this.
Today is Flag Day, everybody.
It is Flag Day, so celebrate our American flag. We love that.
I just love that.
Like, look at that. Can you guys shoot that a little better so you can see it? Because I can't. Oh, thanks.
Look,
come on. Now that's awesome. But also I think it's going to look great if you do coastal colors. Then, of course, we have the saddle espresso brown. This one is stunning. It is the most popular right now. It's, okay, so I have 340 left total for the whole rest of today. That is it, guys. That's really limited. That's the most popular. In the smoke gray, I have a little over 400 left in the smoke gray. And then I think the taupe, if you're really stuck and you can't decide on a color, it's just like a great pair of taupe shoes, guys. It matches every single decor you could possibly think of. I have 250 left in the taupe, so that's actually almost gone. So great time to treat yourself. Now we're gonna come back, show you some more ideas in just a second as we continue on. If you can, go to hsn.com. That's how you can grab one of the few colors that are now left. I'll be back with Alexandra in just a sec.
I created Nakery Beauty to address your biggest beauty concerns. At Nakery, we work with scientists to create highly effective products using powerful ingredients that work together to target your specific needs. This is skincare for your whole body, and we're proud to be considered an HSN clean beauty brand. Inspired by women like you, Nakery is dedicated to providing cutting-edge innovations so you can feel beautiful all over.
Finally, there's a night that's made for some serious you time.
Watching HSN, I'm Suzanne Runyon. Why am I sitting around? Well, because I got the best job ever, quite frankly. This is our today's special. Please remember, if you're new, today's special is for a very limited time. We're doing this incredible recliner chair. Now, if you just came into the room and looked at me and said, oh my gosh, that chair is gorgeous, you would have no idea all the features that are built inside here. But believe it or not, this beautiful piece of home decor is just not a basic chair. It's a power recliner. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's got lumbar heat. Oh, dag, that's really good. Oh, how about 8 sections of massage? Are you kidding me? That's really good. How about the ability to recline back automatically, almost to a sleeping position? You're like, oh, I'm all in. 4 colors, flex pay out the wazoo, et cetera, et cetera. But now the icing on the cake is what is most hidden. It is a power lift. So this is the one chair that right now, whether you need it or not, is a fabulous, gorgeous piece of home decor at a very affordable price. And yet, as your needs change, or if you need it right now, this has that all-important power lift to assist you to get completely out of the chair with no one coming to help you. That gives people freedom, it gives them more mobility, it gives them more activity in their lives, because they're not just sedentary sitting in a recliner all day long because they have a tough time getting in and out of it. Now they're gonna get in and out of it with ease. What are we doing? We've got about 10 minutes to go before we're gonna wrap it up for this hour. Guys, you have 4 colors: blue, smoke gray, saddle brown, and taupe. Saddle brown's the most popular. Taupe now is the most limited. We have 5 flex pays if you wanna use a regular old credit card. That's great. Pay it off in 5 months. It is going to be customized home delivery, so we'll talk about that again in just a second. But we have VIP financing. This is a really, really big deal. Because of the price point, we're gonna give you 18 months of interest-free financing. As long as you pay it off in 18 months, we will not charge you any interest whatsoever. That can save you a ton of money versus a traditional credit card. The price on our flex, it's kind of like flex pay for 18 months, a year and a half. It comes out to 38, was it 38? Oh, I misspoke earlier. It's 38 and some change, and you pay it off in 18 months. For a lot of you, that allows you to get matching chairs, which would be really, really cool. All right, Miss Alexander's with me. She's our BFF when it comes to home decor and great home products. Look how happy you are. Could you be any more? This is how you sit in yours, you can tell.
This is how I sit in mine. I always sit in mine. I have this big, beautiful book that I'm just devouring, right? But then, you know, if I take out my, I've got my little throw here that I can open up. That's the 3rd time I've dropped the popcorn.
3 times now.
I've spilled the popcorn 3 times today. I've got my big throw,
which is adorable. It's for family.
It's my family.
But I want you to show the remote, and let's get into all these great features.
You know what? The remote is the best. So I want to go all the way down and now just actually
And I want
take
you to
a nap.
walk us through it too, if you will.
I can actually go to sleep in this, but my favorite part, and it's just so easy for you, is here's the 2 things you're going to look at. Up and down. Here, is that more straight?
There you go.
Okay, yeah, up, down. So to get up, I'm just going to press the button up. It's going to bring the backrest up first, and then it's slowly going to lower the footrest. I don't have to use any levers. I don't have to use any pressure. I don't have to, you know, like pick up my legs and do anything. It's just very smooth and steady. And then I'll just continue that. I've got my little fan here that is continuously charging because I have 2 USB ports that are right here. If I want to put my readers or the TV remote control or a magazine that I'm reading.
You can plug in 2 things?
You can plug in 2 things because
So
it seems like we always need like 6 things that need to be plugged in, right? And then I'm just going to be lifting up and very easily be brought to the seated position. Let me just take this out. right? Here's my little thing right here.
And I want you guys to see, look at that. That is the hidden power lift.
This is the power lift, so very easy, so that if you or your loved one needs that little assistance getting in and out of a chair, this is great. You know, I had back surgery like 10 years ago, and this would have been great. It wasn't like I could do a whole lot of moving at that time. And then, with just the touch of a button, I can be brought back down into the recline position. It's a beautiful club chair that has the heat in the lumbar, that is your lower back, and then it has vibration massage, and you can increase the intensity or decrease the intensity depending on how you like it. Everything is done right there from the remote control, very easy, all very fluid is what I like. And then, of course, 275 to 300 weight capacity. It's covered in the most luxurious, breathable, technologically advanced leather air. It's a vegan leather, it's a faux leather, but it's not like any type of faux leather you have ever seen before. And then look at those 8 zones. You see, from the head all the way down to your feet, you have that vibration massage, and with just the touch of a button, I can increase the intensity or decrease the intensity. So it's a lot for just seating in your home.
Yeah, and how much you spend on a decent, just regular recliner that's manual. You know, it's got the thing in here, and then you have to kick your knees really, or your legs really hard, try to get it to close down. This is all about comfort. It's all about being able to customize it to whatever your needs are now and whatever your needs will be in the future. For me, do I need the power lift right now? Well, thank you, Lord Jesus, I don't. You know, I'm really blessed that I don't. But you know, give me another 5, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be looking at this chair going, I'm really happy the power lift's built in, and that I invested in it when I didn't need it. Now, if you have someone who's really struggling, this could be such a huge blessing for them, because if they need that assistance, or are you the one who has to do the work? Are you the caretaker and you're helping dad get out of the chair? Maybe it's your husband or it's your wife and you're having to help them pull him out of a chair. With that power lift, you feel literally empowered. You will get up more often. It's easier to get that person to the bathroom or to the bedroom, to move around the home. That you'll feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just not, once I'm in this chair, I'm here all day long. That power lift now gives you that freedom back that maybe you didn't have or you don't have right now. And again, it'll meet you wherever you are. If you just want a rock solid, beautiful